Hey guys, it's Justin from My Flower Options. As I had brought up in the previous weeks, the HFO team has been using a new stock screening software for weekly options, and it has performed very well in our back and forward testing. And that has given us some new stocks to be looking at, and we'll be doing some chart work on those to see if they will break out in the next week or so. So be looking for that. Also, I just wanted to remind y'all that all of my HFO trading students should know that me and Roger are here to answer all of your questions. We actually received a suggestion from a student last week asking if we could add some more graphics to the newsletter because they were more of a visual learner. So we're going to be adding that in the next few weeks. So don't hesitate to send all comments, suggestions to info@highflyeroptions.com. And lastly, HFO is teaming up with an online international university to ensure that all people that want to sign up for the HFO training course, which is still currently being put together, all people that want to take that course and learn how to make money like the HFO traders. Okay, this week Roger put together a special watch list. Instead of just randomly picking a few stocks from the watch list, we actually went over their actual charts just to make sure that they're basically we're looking for the ones that we think are going to break out either bullish or bearish in the next week or so. First one is going to be FSLR, First Solar Incorporated. And basically we're just going to be looking at the Bollinger Bands, and I've taught this before, but as the Bollinger Bands are converging, like getting closer, that's when you're going to see the biggest breakouts, and as you can see they converged right here, then a huge breakout bullish, and as you can see they're getting very close again, and we are estimating a breakout in that one also. Next one's going to be PCLN. And I'm just going to go over these a little bit faster. That's Priceline, and these are also converging. As you can see with all of these, when the Bollinger Bands do converge, you're going to see a move either up or down pretty religiously. See that bullish. They converge bullish. They converge bullish. This one was bearish, obviously. So you want to be looking at the other indicators when you see the Bollinger Bands coming together, just because the Bollinger Bands indicate that it's going to be moving a certain way. You don't know if it's up or down, and that's when you start using the MACD, the ADX, and also the RSI to see which one you think it's going to be. This one's WFM, Whole Foods Market. Next is going to be SCTY, Solar City Corporation. As you can see, all of them are converging. And you're looking at the ADX also. It's more likely that it breaks out heavily if the ADX is over 25, which I'm going to be going over in the strategy of the week. Also MACD, very important. And lastly, TSLA, Tesla Motors. I'd like to get me one of these cars one day. And also, this is probably the one that's converging the most. You can definitely going to see a breakout in this, I would say, in the next week tops. I mean, we're going to be seeing it very soon. My initial estimates would be that it's probably going to be a bullish breakout. I'm going to have to look at the charts a little more, but that is your watch list for the week. We currently have 3 open positions. The first one is going to be GOOG, which is Google. Second is going to be PFE, Pfizer Incorporated. And lastly, BAC, Bank of America Corporation. So we'll be looking for profit-taking opportunities on those in the coming week or two. Hey guys, kind of a shorter informational segment for the week, but it may be short, but definitely very important. You can use all of the stock strategies in the world. You can use all the algorithms and the programs that think they know which way the stock is going to go, which I would recommend. All of those are great. But as I've gone over in the past, kind of one of the major variables with trading stocks is the news, and it's going to be announcements like these. Some news you can't control, like a huge lawsuit for a car that doesn't work, a huge product recall. Those things, I mean, that's just the luck of the draw, to be honest. Those things aren't that frequent. But the events that are scheduled and the events that are known to move the market, you've got to be watching them. Just because, I mean, we have this chart right here, and all of these events are going to be, if they're coded in red, that's going to be the ones that can move whole markets, and basically just the most important ones. And the yellow ones are going to be the smaller ones, and these usually typically don't move a market, but you can see some sector movement with some of these, and kind of give you a key on what investors are thinking. I'm just going to go through real quick. Jobless claims, and it's weekly on Thursday, and that's at 8:30 a.m. Very important. Personal income and outlays, 4 weeks after month end. That's 8:30 a.m. Employment situation, first Friday of the month, obviously at 8:30. That'd be very important. Jobless claims, weekly on Thursday, very, very important. Retail sales on or about the 13th of each month at 8:30. PPI, second to third week of the month at 8:30 a.m. Consumer Price Index, monthly, mid-month, 8:30 a.m. Industrial Production, 16th of each month, 9:15 a.m. And then three more big ones. Housing starts on or about the 17th of each month at 8:30. FOMC meeting, the Federal Open Market Committee, very big, with new Janet Yellen. Bernanke is no longer in there, so everyone's trying to figure out what Yellen's angle, I guess, is, because people got to the point where they could pretty much read Bernanke, so people are looking very heavily at this, and that's 8 months a year: January, March, April, June, July, September, October, December. FOMC minutes, which happens right after the FOMC meeting, and that's going to be at 2 p.m. Existing home sales, fourth week monthly, 8:30 a.m. Durable goods orders on or about the 20th of each month, 8:30 a.m. And the last very important one, GDP, 4 weeks after the end of the quarter at 8:30. The ones that we're looking for next week, which are two very important ones, are this Tuesday. It's going to be at 8:30 a.m. It's going to be the international trade. And on Thursday, May 8th, it's going to be at 8:30 jobless claims. So you're definitely going to have to watch for that. With these events, if you learn to be watching for them and think you know which way they're going to go, like jobless claims, if you think unemployment is going to go down, which will obviously be bullish, that would be good for the market, more people are going to work, you can kind of start to plot what you think is going to happen, which stocks would be affected heavily by each announcement. Some of the best plays on these are the FAS, FAZ, GLD, GDX, and VXX, and they are all based on the financial sector, the gold sector, which are heavily manipulated by some of those things like jobless claims, employment situation, and also lastly the VXX, which is going to be volatility. And if there's some really bad news that was not anticipated, you're going to be watching the VXX because, damn, that market's going to be volatile. So that's your informational segment of the week on key events in the market. That's going to be it this week at High Flyer Options. I hope y'all liked everything that we went over. Can't stress enough, definitely be emailing us at info@highflyeroptions to see your comments or suggestions up on the next video. See you next week.